Good evening, Dr. Reed. A pawnbroker? Yes, sir. Who comes? I'm very caught. What comes with the quarter? Do you work here? Yes, very. Why do you? Because the. Why? It was for sanity. Have we met? I don't think. When we first. Funniest. Are you? Why should? And sir. How did you... After I left... Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir.
Quite depressed?
Yes.
So you're ready?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't...
You're a wise...
No, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
A year! You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am through. My sweet girl. Please, I'm a I'd rather not.
As long as you're
not the first.
What made...
I'm not.
It's...
This epidemic.
What made...
I'm not a...
It's all...
This epidemic.
What can you...
Well, it is all...
You see...
I'm convinced.
Questions true. Do you need...
Well...
Do you want me...
Oh, no.
I see.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with...
Harvey Fiddick.
What is it?
Fair question. I will not.
This
I agree.
Do you think...
All I...
Tell me, Mr...
I'll first...
But why would...
Because he is...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
My sweet girl.
Good evening, sir.
I don't know it.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Tell me about the...
Strickland.
What do you mean?
I off...
Tell me...
I'm just a...
I was more...
I'm a cop.
Are you...
Well...
I won't...
Are you
in other... Tell me about your...
My wife died because of me.
How could...
I was working...
You can't...
Of course...
Tell me more about the...
1950.
What happened?
The German... I would like...
How are you...
They were small.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fitt.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Dr. Reed, may...
For how...
I first...
And before...
If you must...
Well,
No,
What about...
Doctor...
How is the...
Everybody...
What
Every...
news...
It's...
What can...
This...
Can you be...
Well...
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
My sweet girl.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
Reed? Yes,
Does my arrival inconvenience?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share...
Tell me, Waverley.
Strickland.
Are you thinking...
Harvey Fiddick.
And I...
Rival.
What?
I...
If you are going to...
I'm not the...
If...
Doctor...
I know.
Oh,
You are going to change.
I don't think so.
Since...
Let's just...
Carelessness.
We're here...
I don't...
Modern...
I don't... And what?
I said...
Be careful.
I only...
This is
You
ridiculous.
see...
It's...
I ref...
We cannot... Thank you.
Sweet girl. Treats me like a book.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you...
Not much.
May
I'm a
Are you...
Yes,
What do you...
I have...
Is there something...
Some of
Tell me...
the ambulance...
What do you...
She managed...
She...
Yes. I don't...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
How...
So pain.
I'm sure...
Not
I see.
Yes, mate.
How...
So
I'll let...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Tell...
I don't...
Why did your mother have you hospitalized?
My mother just wants the best. Stop.
Is your mother...
That's tempting, Doctor.
I have to go...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
I'm quite busy, right?
Thank you.
The patients are not fools.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Well,
How are things?
Not...
An invid...
Sorry.
Do you think...
We are...
I'm not...
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
Is that...
Well... I have...
Why should his egg...
I guess it...
Nurse...
No.
I'm not familiar with all...
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
I'm not familiar with all...
Brilliant.
Most...
It would be...
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, Doctor.
Doctor,
What is...
this hot
It's...
don't.
What...
Summer.
Tell me...
Nurse.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go in.
Any...
I don't always.
Ah, yes.
Don't get.
You're exhausting yourself, Cor...
No.
Nurse... You don't have to blame...
I'm not.
Goodbye, Doctor. Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me mortal.
Well, Dr. Reed. It's only a cover. To hide from my...
Who?
I cannot say.
This...
I'm not...
I see.
Thank you,
And what...
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I...
Please.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside. Never.
It's a mental illness.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean...
Is that not enough for you, puny?
I'm curious to know who you were before...
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
I'm assuming you...
It's only a...
This...
I'm not...
I see.
Thank you.
And...
I don't need to...
I see.
Never. Delusional, you say?
I'll... Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor. Germ...
How is...
Oh, it's...
Can I ask...
It's the pain.
Can I...
Nurses get...
Who is...
Nobody's...
You don't see...
My face.
Where were you staying?
I really...
No offense.
You were enough
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft?
to wait for her next nibble is the best read.
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite harmless.
So do you let her...
And why not? She's only supping a few drops.
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another...
You do...
in her mouth.
Goodbye.
The pain.
I wonder what...
It's here again.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Disgust on
But the
every
suffering
skin
continues.
daily riveting.
Please, Jonathan, come in. This must be all so new to you.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm.
I cannot express...
There is an absurd poetry to my...
Forgive me. I've been an
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to...
Very well.
Please.
The Pembroke only survives through the
A
general...
spokesman, or...
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
And you would like me to...
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay...
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ash... I cannot enter.
What must I do? This isn't even my neighborhood.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir.
How long have you been...
I can't go there. Too many...
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived... What can you tell?
His name is Os...
Where...
He went down by the canal.
This is a day...
We were looking...
What can you...
I'm Oswald.
I have all...
Thank you.
It's locked, all right. This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the... Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife?
had to say first.
Pleasure, sir.
Good evening, miss.
Who are you?
As I just told you,
The Pembroke Hospital, you say?
I'm not here for...
Miss Edwina Cop.
Can I see...
As long as you have money, I'll...
Good evening.
Hello again.
You still use your...
Why shouldn't...
Are you a...
Yes,
What?
I'm a business...
Gang member?
If you're...
You're...
I like...
I'm not...
Fair enough.
Since my...
That's exact...
What can...
You can't...
Really?
Bast...
You say...
Take the...
Looting...
Whatever.
Tell me.
The bastard...
What?
I don't...
So you have...
No one.
And your...
Violet...
So you did...
Yes, stop.
Goodbye. Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. John...
Ah,
So you were...
the name is...
I...
Sammy.
So... I... s-
What?
Well, you...
Oi!
What?
Think...
Well, you're not...
Yeah, well...
More of...
Ink.
Tell me...
One of them.
There
No, really?
I...
Have you...
Goodbye. Good evening.
Hello again.
Ooh.
You have no... What is it, Doc?
Behind...
Home man.
Booth Digby looks at you.
You have no... What is it, Doc?
Behind...
Home man.
Goodbye, Miss... Co-
There's nothing to do.
Foolish girl when her pre-friend falls. She's got no idea who she's dealing with.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize...
Don't take it personally.
Yes.
I'm Dyson the...
What do you... Why...
Maybe.
You sound...
That's big.
Don't...
I'd love...
Is that...
How do...
No.
Let me...
Oh,
If you-
what kind...
It was...
You lost...
I've lost...
I'm...
It's okay. How dare you... Cynic.
No...
Let me...
Another... Surely...
Sure.
Sound...
No.
Do you really...
No.
I want to know more...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake.
Do you still see your comrades?
No.
Do you believe...
I do not believe...
Is there...
How dare...
Goodbye.
No one dares go out.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them